It is a shock to the system that physically hurts. One day, you are everything to them. You are their partner, their confidant, their forever. The next day, you are a stranger. They look at you with cold, dead eyes. They tell you they lost the spark. Or maybe they don't say anything at all. They just replace you. They toss you aside like a used wrapper. And the worst part isn't the breakup. The worst part is how easy it looked for them. While you are on the floor, unable to eat, unable to sleep, replaying every memory, they are out partying. They are posting happy stories. They are living their life as if you never existed. It makes you question your own sanity. You ask yourself, was I nothing? Did I mean absolutely nothing to this person? Your instinct right now is to scream. You want to text them a 10-page letter explaining how much they hurt you. You want to demand closure. You want to fight for them. Do not do it. If they tossed you aside like you were nothing, fighting for them only proves they were right. There is only one response that creates a shift in the universe. There is only one response that shatters the ego of a person who discarded you. It is total, absolute, terrifying silence. In this video, I am going to explain the dark psychology of the discard. I will show you why your silence is not passive. It is an active weapon. And I will walk you through the exact stages of their mental collapse when they realize you are never coming back. To understand how to destroy their ego, you first have to understand how they could do this to you. How can a human being switch off their emotions like a light switch? Usually, you are dealing with someone who has high narcissistic traits or low empathy. To them, people are not beings, people are functions. You served a function, maybe you gave them validation, maybe you gave them financial support. Maybe you were just a placeholder until they found someone they perceived as better. This is the hard pill to swallow. To them, the relationship was a transaction. When they tossed you aside, it's because they felt they extracted all the value they could get, or they found a shiny new toy that offers a different value. They didn't feel pain when they left because they don't attach to people. They attach to the supply those people give them. Right now, they feel superior. They feel like the winner. They think, I can drop him, her, and they will fall apart. Their entire ego is built on the belief that you need them more than they need you. This is their strength, but it is also their fatal weakness, because their self-worth is entirely external. It depends on your reaction. They need you to be crushed. They need you to chase. And that is where the trap lies. Let's look at the script they have written in their head. When someone discards you brutally, they have already predicted your behavior. They expect the following. The begging phase, you text them crying. The anger phase, you send insults. The bargaining phase, you promise to change. Why do they want this? Because every single one of those reactions is supply. Even your anger feeds them. If you scream at them, you are telling them, you are so important that you have the power to destroy my emotional state. That makes them feel like a god. They might look annoyed outwardly. They might say, ugh, stop texting me. But inwardly, their ego is feasting. They are drinking your pain like fine wine. But what happens when the script breaks? What happens when they drop the bomb? And there is no explosion? No tears? No texts? No stories posted about heartbreak, just nothing. This creates a glitch in the matrix. They tossed you aside, expecting you to bounce back and hit them, but you didn't bounce, you just vanished. This is where the power dynamic shifts. I want you to think of attention as oxygen. To a narcissist or an emotionally immature person, your attention is the air they breathe. When you go no contact, and I mean true no contact, you are putting a plastic bag over the head of their ego. This is psychological oxygen deprivation. At first, they don't notice. They are holding their breath. They are distracted by their new freedom or their new partner. But eventually, everyone has to breathe. Usually, around the 3 to 4 week mark, they will instinctively reach out for a hit of oxygen. They might check your Instagram. They might ask a mutual friend about you. They expect to see you sad. They expect to see you struggling. But when you offer total silence, you are starving them. You are denying them the confirmation of their own value. If you don't chase them, it implies that they weren't that special. If you don't fight for them, it implies they weren't a prize. This implies something terrifying to their ego. Maybe they lost you. This thought is a cancer to a narcissist. It grows, it eats away at their confidence, and this leads to the inevitable collapse. If you hold the silence, if you truly never reach out, their ego goes through 3 specific stages of death. Stage 1. Arrogant relief, days 1 to 14. They think they won. I'm so glad I'm free. She was so annoying. They are high on the novelty of being single. Your silence doesn't bother them yet. They interpret it as you being hurt. They are smug. Let them be smug. Stage 2. The curiosity creep, weeks 3 to 6. The dopamine of the breakup has worn off. The rebound is getting boring. Now, the silence gets loud. Why haven't they texted? Usually they cave by now. They start checking your social media. If you are silent there too, or if you look happy, confusion sets in. Curiosity is the first crack in the armor. Stage 3. The ego fracture, weeks 7 plus. This is the collapse. They realize you are actually gone. They realize you have replaced them, even if just with your own peace. Suddenly, they feel discarded. By tossing you aside and receiving silence in return, they unknowingly discarded themselves from your life. This causes narcissistic injury. They feel worthless. They feel panicked. This is usually when the zombieing starts. They text you, "I miss you. Can we talk?" Do not be fooled. This isn't love. This is an ego gasping for air. If you reply, you re-inflate the balloon. If you stay silent, the collapse becomes permanent. So how do you execute this? You must become a black hole. A black hole reflects no light. It gives nothing back. It consumes everything sent its way and says nothing. Rule number 1. Block or mute everything. You cannot see their life. If you watch their story, you lose. Even if they don't know you watched it, you know, and that energy transfer keeps you weak. Rule number 2. The shrine of silence. Do not post sad quotes. Do not post revenge body pics for them. The most powerful move is to disappear completely for a month. No posts, no updates. Let them wonder if you moved to a new country. Let them wonder if you died. Mystery is the ultimate power. Rule number 3. The internal shift. You have to realize that this silence isn't a manipulation tactic to get them back. It is a boundary to get yourself back. You are silently saying, "I do not converse with people who do not value me." They tossed you aside like you were nothing because they were blind to your value. Do not hand them a pair of glasses. Walk away. When you remove your attention, you remove the foundation their ego stands on. Let them fall. And while they are collapsing, attempting to understand why you aren't chasing, you will be busy building a life so incredible that you won't even hear the sound of them hitting the ground. Stay silent, stay strong, and click here if you want to know exactly what to do when they finally try to crawl back.